All right, we are finishing up our work with computational fluency this month with some simplifying of expressions. We've been playing expression bingo to get some practice with how do I handle those parentheses? How does that help me be precise in the answer I'm getting, to show people how I got my answer and what to do in what order. So we are on page 28 of our Number Corner book, so make sure you're open to that page, ready to go. If I look at number 1, it's asking me to solve each expression. Remember that when I'm using parentheses, I want to solve what's on the innermost parenthesis first. So step 1 would be solving that. Step 2 then, hey, I have a nested parenthesis, so I have another set of parentheses. So once I find my answer for that red line, I'm going to go ahead and find my answer for the orange line, because that's also in parentheses. My divided by 5 is not in parentheses, so that's going to be that third step after I find out what that orange value is, right? So those are what I'm doing. So go ahead and simplify, find that answer. All right, hopefully when you simplified, you realize that 40 times 20 is 80. Is 80. 80 minus 10, right, gives me 70. So I have 70. 70 divided by 5 is what? Yeah, it should get you your answer of 24. Yeah, so hopefully you were successful in solving that first one. Go ahead and give it a shot for B. What are you going to solve first, second, third? What is your final answer? When Mrs. Ellison solved it, she noticed that this parenthesis is first. So I'm going to go ahead and solve what is 6 times 3. Well, I know that 6 times 3 is 18. If I subtract off then 3, that's 15. So my total answer here was 15. And then over here, I have to do this first, right? That's the only thing that's in my parenthesis. So 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm left with multiplying 20 times 15. Well, I know that 15 times 2 is 30. So if I multiply that by 10, I end up with my answer of 300. So hopefully that was also the answer you were able to get. All right, go ahead and solve C. What would you do first, second, third, and what is your final answer? All right, so 4 times 16 gives me 64. 64 plus 8 gives me 72. 8 is my 72 here. 9 times 3 is 27. Yikes, 27 plus 72 gives me my final answer of 99. Yeah, so maybe you also got 99 for your answer. Nice job working on that. All right, for number 2, it's asking you to add parentheses to make each equation true. So where would the parentheses need to go to make your answer 4? Where would they need to go on this side to make your answer 17? Where would they need to go on this side to make your answer 90? Remember that whether my expression is on the left, like it is here, or on the right here, I work left to right. So make sure as you put in your parentheses, you're remembering that part. Go ahead and work on that, and you're going to fill in your final solution for C. So go ahead and solve those. All right, then moving on to number 3, we're looking at Sarah and Haley, and they're raising some money. And there are headbands for $6, socks for $4, and shirts for $15. Sarah sold 4 headbands and 3 t-shirts. What would be an expression for that sales? So not what the answer is, but what would I have to multiply or add together in order to get my answer? So think about that for a minute. Hopefully you're thinking in your head that, hey, if I had 4 headbands, that's 4. Each headband is $6. So I would have 4 times 6, right? I'd find that amount. And then she added to that the 3 t-shirts she sold, and each of the 3 t-shirts were $15. So your expression might look something like that. For B, it's asking you to simplify. Well, how much was that? I see 4 times 6 is 24. And then 3 times 15 is 45. So 24 plus 45 will give you your simplified expression or your answer. That's what B is looking for. So 24 plus 45. Hopefully you also got that answer of $69. So go ahead and try that yourself for C and D. So Haley sold 2 t-shirts, 3 headbands, and 3 socks. We know how much each of those cost. What would that expression be? And then go ahead and find her total. All right, when Mrs. Ellison solved this, she said, hey, 2 times 15 for those 2 t-shirts, plus that 2 times 6 for those headbands, and then 3 times 4, $4 for those socks. So 30 plus 12 got me to 54. All right, and then our final question is kind of using that same thing. Those girls sold 12 headbands, 11 t-shirts, 6 pairs of socks. Go ahead, write what your expression would be to find that total. And then, hey, what is that answer? And then maybe ask yourself, did they meet their goal of that $360? All right, as Mrs. Ellison was solving it, she realized that it was asking how much more they need to sell to get their goal, right? So their goal was 360, and then I subtracted off what they already sold, right? So that 12 times 6, 11 times 15, and 6 times 4 for that headband, t-shirts, and socks. So go ahead and solve for B. All right, so when I did my multiplication and addition, 12 times 6 is 72, 11 times 15 is 165, 6 times 4 is 24. Adding that all up, I get my 261. Hey, 261 minus 360. Oh, that's almost $100. It's $1 less. So $99 is what they still need to sell to reach their goal. So hopefully through our practice today, you were able to become a little bit more comfortable solving those expressions. Hey, we kind of introduced a new vocabulary word, that word simplify. So when it's asking me to simplify, hey, what is that answer? That's one way that I can use that word. So writing that expression, using your parentheses, and simplifying or solving. So hopefully you got some more practice and learned a little bit more. Thanks for working hard.